Okay, there we go. All right. You were frozen, but now you're good. Man, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of NHP Unscripted, man. Again, how's everybody doing? Thank you guys so very much for joining us here today on your Tuesday at 12 p.m. Central, man, for Unscripted, man. This is episode 284. Thank you guys for joining us. How's everybody doing? And with that being said, man, if this is your first time watching, you guys do not know how the show works. Every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Central, we are on here with NHP Unscripted. Every Friday at 3 p.m. Central, we are on here with the news. And for the pay-per-views for both WWE and AEW, we are live directly after the show goes off the air with the official post-show review. If you guys did miss this past Friday's edition of the news, as well as this past Saturday's edition of the John Cena Farewell Tour 2025 shirt rating video, man, you guys can now find those on all platforms. That is Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and if you want to see it first, join us right here live, like I said, Friday at 3 p.m. Centrals for the news. As well as, like I said, you can catch the John Cena shirt special live on all platforms as well, and of course on the YouTube channel. Speaking of pay-per-views, we will be live this Saturday for the Royal Rumble post-show review. We will be live on here. I'm assuming the show starts at 1 Central, 2 Eastern, so we should be live at about 4 or 4:30 typically, just judging off how their shows go. um so we will be live, like I said, for the Royal Rumble in Riyadh at the Riyadh Season Stadium that WWE literally showed footage of, and they showed that it was just an empty parking lot earlier this month, and now it's a whole fucking stadium. So kind of crazy. That is that's got to be a record, because that's insane. But they had them boys working, dog. But fucking but regardless, man, like I said, we will be live with the Royal Rumble post show review, as we got some interesting bro, this stadium it literally look like it,
Look,
it,
like it was made in 30 days.
it does. It looks like I don't know if you guys ever seen like college like basketball games being held in like a football stadium, and they bring all those like pop-up bleachers that are like giant as
Yeah.
fuck. That it looked like a bunch of those. So I don't know. Hopefully those bleachers are able to withstand. But regardless, we will be live with the Royal Rumble review for Saturday afternoon. Very excited for the show to get an earlier start time in there. I can at least say I am excited for that. But yes, we'll be live with the Royal Rumble post show, and yeah. So with that being said, if you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official NHP merchandise, man, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Links at the top of the description of this very video, man, where you can get this beautiful piece of Notorious Heels merchandise live on there as we speak, man. The brand new slept on since 2020 design. Like I said, you guys can snag this bad boy. Like I said, live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Links at the top of the description of this very video, man. And with that being said, if you guys have not got a chance to get to know who we are here at NHP, I am Johnny, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. Sir K, please go ahead and tell everybody right now, man, what it is you're smiling about today. Right now.
Can't do that. And it's not for Royal Rumble overall, unfortunately. I'm happy for the weekend. That's about to be accompanying Royal Rumble, but then the Royal Rumble itself happened, so there's that. But doing good, man. Doing good. Just been just been chilling, man. Just been chilling. Like Toronto always asks, how's life? How's the family? Life's good. Family's good. How is everybody doing in the live chat? How's they doing watching the replay? What about you, bro? How are you doing?
Well, as you are, I am very excited for the weekend. Big weekend coming up. So I'm very excited for that, man. And other than that, yeah, nothing really too much, to be honest, man. Nothing really too much. The boys just been chilling, to be honest, man. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot going on. Just chilling, man. Just chilling. Trying to figure it all out, right? Trying to navigate through life as we all are, man.
Yep.
So trying to figure that out and whatnot. Um so yeah, that's about it, dude. That's about it, to be honest, bro. But um yeah, that's honestly, that's all I got, man. That's all I got. But yeah. Let's see. Well, first and foremost, congrats to Derrick Rose, right? If I can If I can talk sports for a little bit, let's see. Congrats to Derrick Rose. I got a chance to watch the full retirement ceremony on YouTube, and it is quite emotional. It is quite emotional, man. So I watched the whole I watched the whole Derrick Rose ceremony. It was really dope. I liked it a lot. And secondly, my Seattle Seahawks are going back to the Super Bowl, man. So hopefully Sam Darnold and the Hawks can snag themselves another ring. We're going against the Patriots, which I love Tom Brady now. I think he's a great analyst. But Tom Brady ruined my life for a lot of years, okay? And he didn't even do anything, to be honest. It was really fucking Pete Carroll calling that dumbass play. I'm telling you, after that one Super Bowl 49 where fucking not Tom Brady, Russell Wilson threw that interception to Malcolm Butler. I fucking hated Tom Brady's guts for the longest time, and dude literally didn't even do anything, bro. But I fucking hated the Patriots for a long time. I like the Patriots now. I like Drake May. I think he's really good, man. But hopefully, man, my Seahawks can go snag one. So I'm actually very excited for this Super Bowl 49 rematch. From for in about 2 weeks time at the Super Bowl, man. But um, I'm very excited, man. I'm very excited. Um, very excited. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully them boys can go snag another Super Bowl ring, man. So I'm very excited for that. May have to give me a championship shirt if it's not white. If it's not a white shirt, then I don't know, man. Maybe we'll see. But other than that, also something, bro, that was 6 years ago today. Want to give a special shout out and I guess, remembrance to the one and only, the Black Mamba, man. I want to give a special remembrance. Little, I want to say a few words about one of my biggest idols. 6 years ago today, the late and great Kobe Bryant passed away. As dude, I legitimately still remember that day. I still remember that day, man. We were in high school. We were in high school, man. It was our last year of high school, and I
Rumble
literally,
Day.
yeah, yes, it was the day of the Royal Rumble, man, and I still remember waking up and and seeing it and telling you, and I remember the shock on your face. One of those moments you kind of just remember where you were when it happened. At least for me, I literally still remember how that day went. Um, so shout out to, like I said, the late and great Kobe Bryant. We miss you, Kobe. But your teachings and your message to the world has never been forgotten, man. It Kobe Bryant's whole Mamba mentality thing is something that I think some of us should at least all have a little bit in us, man. The never give up attitude, the never die attitude, man. It's truly inspirational. It's truly inspirational. Hearing about how hard Kobe worked on perfecting his craft, man, is something I try to apply to life with everything, man. So it's very important for me to, like I said, just say a couple words about Kobe, man. He was a special athlete, and he was a special person. Hearing about all the stories of him as a father, man, are truly inspirational. Um, and yeah, rest in peace. We miss you, Kobe, and you are definitely not forgotten. So rest in peace to the Black Mamba. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. It's been 6 years, and it's crazy, man, because I could literally still see myself finding out that news, man. So shout out Kobe.
Most definitely, man. And, Nort in the comments, man, says he happens to know Kobe and Derrick Rose, man. And bro knows everybody.
Wow. He knows Jimmy
It's all
Oso
over.
too.
He does, man. He does. Who doesn't he know is the real question.
I don't know. I don't know at this point. Um, Logan, it's a rematch. Okay, these are the same
Dude,
franchises. These are the same. This is the same franchise that tormented my life. So if it's not a rematch to you, it's a rematch to me. Okay. All right.
exactly. They about to get whooped.
So, dude,
I bet all my money on
oh my god, I
it.
feel like I feel I feel like the Seahawks are gonna win, but
you,
I mean, it's not
you never
like
know.
yeah, football's very unpredictable, man. Basketball is 7 game series, so it's a little bit more predictable on who's going to be able to get the better of a team in the span of 7 games. But football is completely completely different.
Dramatic.
But yeah, so we got um let's see. We got trying to think is there anything yeah, big weekend. Big weekend.
Big weekend. Big
Big
weekend.
weekend.
I'm excited.
Other than that, as for you guys, as Durante always asks, I am good. Family's good. What about you? Durante, Logan, Bell, Mr. Welcome Down and Cut They Shit Off, Gotti. And we have the one and only Nort. Nort is in the chat, bro. Nort,
Boy,
Nort is in the chat, dog. He says it's cold in here.
what is it? You know
Um,
it's cold and I'm wearing a hoodie on the stream. That's how you know it's cold.
yeah. I was going to, but I I have a heated blanket, so
Oh, that's
I
nice.
was yeah,
That's nice.
it was very nice, yeah. But I do have my hoodie on standby right here, though, if that makes you guys feel
Just
better.
in case.
Yeah, it is literally sitting right next to me. So just in case the arms get a little cold. But for whatever reason, right before we went live, I got hot for some reason. So I was like, all right, it's over.
It's quite the opposite.
But but yeah. So I don't know. Maybe midstream things will change. But all right, man. Uh, we have well, we have we got Dynamite to talk about. We have like 2 things from SmackDown. Some things I figured we could talk about from Saturday night's main event, and then Monday Night Raw, man. Saturday night's main event. The show. Everybody was talking about Saturday night's main event being the best one they've ever put on. To me, that says nothing. The bar is very low. And I thought the show on Saturday was okay. It wasn't anything to completely bore you to absolute death like a normal SmackDown does. But at the end of the day, man, you guys saying that this is the best Saturday night's main event they've ever done says not really much to me. It doesn't really. I mean, excluding the John Cena one, because that one was piggybacking off the moment of John Cena's final match. But if you're talking about Saturday night's main events that are like legitimately good for being a Saturday night's main event, the bar is so low. Um,
Oh,
it
it is.
it,
Look,
re- it really is, man. Um, yeah, I don't know. Everybody seemed to love it. I personally didn't, but hey, man, enjoy your wrestling.
no, exactly. I guess you can enjoy it, and I guess it was good to some people. I wish, you took the resources that made this Saturday night's main event good and do this, but on your respective television to boost your respective television. I think the more, Saturday related shows, whether it's, Saturday night's main event or various pay-per-views, um, the more of them you have, the less important TV is, and especially with those little side things like Saturday night's main event. It makes TV almost completely pointless, man. And I
It
wish you
does.
just allocated more creative to TV, and I think that would actually really help it. Get rid of Saturday night's main event, and put the shit you would put there on your episodes. Do random big episodes of Raw and make it matter. You
Yes.
know, good old Triple H says there's random big episodes of Raw with his epic Raws and his new era Raws and all that, but there's no actually of that shit happening.
No, there's no new era, and there is certainly not any epicness to these shows. I can say
Raw.
epic fucking raw. Okay. All right, Paul.
He's legendary, dude.
All right,
Dude,
Paul.
I know we'll get to it, but that fucking 2K Glaze
Oh my
package video for
god,
him,
dude.
dude. I was
Holy
like, dude, what is
fuck,
this? Like,
dude.
god damn.
Yikes. That is God, this guy gets worse and worse. Look, man. I know we're talking about Paul. We got to start with this. A AEW Dynamite. Holy moly. AEW Dynamite, bro. This was your January 21st edition of Dynamite from Orlando, Florida. And my God. This is this episode of AEW Dynamite, outside of a couple things, was just completely useless, man. The show opened up with an MJF promo. He was interrupted by Brody King. Okay? He was interrupted by Brody King, who asked him for a match because of what he did to Bandito. MJF started getting scared, and Brody King barked in his face. And MJF, he says that he's not scared, he's just busy. And he retreated. So far, the match has not been announced, but we can all see where this is going. Brody King is the next challenger for MJF's Triple B for the World Championship. And how
We'll
you
see
feel about
MJF
this, man?
again. It's so lame,
How are
dude.
you feeling
It's so.
about? But dude, Brody King, he really earned, this world title shot.
Oh yeah, man. Really earned a world title shot, man. Um, what are we doing, man? What is this? How did your main event scene get so stagnant so fast, dude? You have Swerve, Hangman, all these people, and some people can say you don't want the same constant people in the main event scene. It's kind of what makes it your core main event scene. But all right, but can we do something with somebody? Do something, dude. Because what is this stagnant shit, dude?
Yeah. Yeah. It does feel a little. Okay, so I know they're running this whole storyline with like, Paige, Swerve, and Omega are all racing to the World Championship. In the meantime, it does feel incredibly it does feel incredible it does feel incredibly stagnant. It does feel like they're kind of just sitting around playing a waiting game, or Brody King is just going to be like some transitional challenger that's going to be waiting, or just going to be on the road while on the road for MJF while he is waiting on Swerve, Page, or Omega. But in the meantime, man, it's Brody King, man. How much do you expect people to care? And I love Brody King, but at the end of the day, all you've done on your television for the past like 3 or 4 years now is just show me that this guy is a big tatted up loser. I mean, all they do is beat Brody. So you give him a championship match, and what do you expect other than me to just not really care because I just know he's gonna lose. So,
Exactly.
I mean, again, I love Brody King. I don't get that twisted, but at the end of the day, man, this is what they've shown me. Okay, and what they've shown me is, for the most part, he is a loser on AEW television. He shows up, he loses, he goes away, they bring him back, put him against somebody big, he loses again. Um, yeah, I
It's
don't know.
AEW big man. Why do you think Will Hobbs left, dude?
Yes.
I obviously I have the fears of Will Hobbs, being used in WWE, but AEW they just don't know how to use bigger guys. They just make them big losers, and it sucks. Which
It's
we're probably gonna see him in the Rumble, even though it's full. But
yeah,
that's a
so
conversation when we get to Raw.
man. So,
One of the worst lines ever uttered.
God, I don't think I've ever heard that in my 19 years of watching wrestling, bro. I don't think I've ever fucking heard that, bro. I really don't, man. But jeez. So we got yeah, it's like a lot of time in AEW, man. It's like Tony just likes to use the bigger guys as like just a mountain for like other guys to climb. You know what I mean? That's just like, oh, he puts Brody King and MJF
This
together,
guy.
and he's like, oh, can MJF beat the big bad Brody King? That's what it feels like to me. Is like they just use Brody for like, how's he gonna beat him? Look at how big he is compared to him, and then he just loses anyway. He just loses like nothing. So, he's like,
Exactly.
yeah, he's like if you make a My Career and you make like a fucking yoked, jacked, big motherfucker, but you don't upgrade his overall at all, so he just goes down to like one finisher, and then he's out. That's Brody King.
And that's the problem is Tony Khan just sees them for that one singular match of can can they beat this big man? And that's all it is, dude. That's all it is. And I wish they actually felt like a part of the main event scene or mid card scene or whatever scene it is,
Yeah.
because they never do, unfortunately.
Speedball, Kevin Knight, and Hangman Page were trying to figure out a trio's name. Kevin Knight came up with like rodeo something. It was something rodeo. Speedball's idea for the trio's name was Horsecock.
Oh
Yes,
man.
that was his
And the
idea.
fans are fucking chanting it, bro.
Oh god, a fucking crowd full of burgers, bro.
Man.
Fuck.
Goddamn. What the fuck?
Crowd
Horsecock.
crowd full of burgers here in Atlanta, or not Atlanta, Orlando. What the fuck am I talking about? Atlanta. Crowd full of burgers, dude. Um, yeah, it
The
was.
trio, man. You know, you got the elite, you got the Death Riders, man,
Mhm.
Horsecock, you
Yeah,
got
yeah,
fucking, you, you,
yeah,
you got some elite teams, man.
yeah, yeah. Hurt Syndicate, Hurt Syndicate is Hurt Syndicate's there. You got a lot of elite trios there, man. You got a lot of elite trios, man. But yeah, it's what do that my guy is frozen. Okay, all right, there he is.
There it goes.
Okay.
Goddamn.
Yeah, yeah, you got a lot of you got a lot of elite groups in AEW, and the newest one is Horsecock. So,
What are you doing here, man?
oh God, what?
All these, these three dudes are fucking so incredible. They could easily all be key. Like, a Hangman already is, obviously. But, like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing?
Speedball and Kevin Knight kill me, man, because those guys are
There's
so
so
much
much
more than
potential.
just tag team dudes. It's a bit crazy, man. It really is a bit crazy how much time it's going to be crazy before we all blink and realize that these guys have been in the company for quite some time, and all Tony's let them do is tag team stuff and horsecock.
Exactly.
So, uh, Samoa Joe, Samoa Joe defeated Speedball in a one-on-one match after a shaboring interference. Shibata interfered in the
So
match,
boring.
which led Samoa Joe to use a muscle buster to defeat Speedball Mike Bailey. Great, I guess. Speedball at a one-on-one. I mean, the match was really good. It was nice to see Speedball in a one-on-one situation. On Dynamite, that's where I would prefer to see him, rather than tag team ridiculousness. But he
Really?
lost. He lost to Samoa Joe, and um, yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, that's all they're probably gonna do with him for a while.
The Death Riders fought the Don Callis family in a street fight. It was RPG Vice in Hechicero of the Don Callis family. That's like the all-star jobber group of the group.
You send the lackey to deal with the Death Riders. You, all right, Don.
When did they start feuding with the Death Riders? That's what's got me. I
I,
don't even remember. I don't
you
even.
know,
I don't remember this
well,
starting.
I remember it starting. I don't, but I, it's weird. I remember that it started. I don't remember what started it, but I do remember that it started. Um, well, I think it was right after World's End. Something happened to like make them all feud. It was something, but they've been feuding since World's End.
Wow. There was
I
barbed
don't
wire.
remember.
Yeah, there was barbed wire in the match. There was thumbtacks. Yeah, I like obviously I remember Moxley beating Fletcher, but in terms of like a
In like
legit feud starting, I seriously can't. I couldn't tell you.
I think it really started with that one collision promo from the Death Riders, the one where
Oh,
Daniel Garcia was talking a lot.
got it.
If you remember that one, I think that was like the start of their feud. Because
Wow.
like they said, like you guys aren't a family like we are. Like this is family. Y'all are just like fake and forbid. It was something like it was a good promo from them and Daniel Garcia, but that was like the start of it.
Wow. That
I
just
think I that's what I think at least.
Daniel Garcia had in a dragon tamer on Rocky Romero. This was actually pretty dope. He had a dragon tamer in on Rocky. Rocky stood up on his arms while he was in the dragon tamer, and Moxley came in with a curb stomp to put Rocky Romero out, which I thought was a dope combo to combo up with the dragon tamer. And then after the match, John Moxley told Don Callis, "Tell your boy he knows where to find me." I don't know if he's talking about Okada or Kyle Fletcher or Konosuke Takeshita, but
No clue.
it seems like I don't know who his boy is. He literally has like 25 boys that he fucking has in his group. So I it fucking beats me. Um, but yeah,
I mean, it's one of the big three in the group, and well, I guess we'll find out who they're talking about.
I guess Tekla.
Oh God.
Tekla calls out Big Daddy Statlander. For the AEW Women's Championship. And the Sisters of Sin call out, or sorry, not the Sisters of Sin. Julia Hart calls out Willow Nightingale for the TBS Championship, citing that she never got her rematch. Bro, are you talking about like the rematch from like 2 years ago?
Like, y'all know, like rematches count for the singular title reign, right?
Man,
It's like that. You just because you beat me fucking 2 years, or something happened 2 years ago, don't mean I get my rematch.
yeah.
It's not like it's a Finn Balor injury fucking title situation here. That's not how it works.
I don't know why she never brought
Mm.
this up before, like when she came back from injury, but okay. Um, Thekla says, if you like toxic, then soak it in. And then she spits in the camera. She get her off of the microphone. And what's crazy, she's literally with two women that can talk. And they have her speak the most for some reason, and she is the worst promo in the group. She is one of the worst promos in this whole company, man. I mean, dude, Tekla promos are fucking horrendous, bro. They are fucking horrendous, man. That is quite diabolical. I must say that is literally quite diabolical. The shit that they the man the the shit that comes out of her mouth when she's talking, bro. God, I've never seen anything like it, man. She's absolutely one of the worst promos I've ever heard in my life. It is with the utmost displeasure that I have of listening to Tekla promos, bro. She is fucking awful on a microphone. I'm sorry.
No, for real, man. Those are horrible, man. Absolutely abysmal promos, man. She is a horrible act.
God. Oh, looks like she's the next challenger for Chris Statlander. FTR defeated Jordan Oliver and Alec Price. AEW ended up signing these two guys after this match.
Yep.
Which,
But
dude, I get everybody on Twitter's happy for them because they're indie guys or whatever, but bro, you could have done a much better job, bro. You brought these dudes out here looking like jobbers. These dudes legitimately came out here looking like jobbers. And then the fucking commentary's sitting there talking about Jordan Oliver and Alec Price are two standout independent athletes. You dead ass make them sound like jobbers, bro. What is that? They have no other they have no other background. You can't give me a history of like maybe some companies that they have like some accolades in. Do they have like some wins? Yeah, some ties with any of these companies? No, they're just two standout independent athletes.
they're standout independent athletes, man, and they made them look like absolute jobbers, and they signed them, and everybody's happy until they realize they will literally do nothing in AEW. So,
Nothing.
what's the point?
They dead ass
It's
came
just
out there
wasting money.
looking like WWE 2K creative characters.
I was literally gonna say that too. They look like when my career, in terms of like the gear you would be able to have, used to suck. That's what you look like. That's what you
Yes.
look like through half of fucking 2K18 my career, dude. It looked horrible.
Ridiculous, man. It gives me American Alpha PTSD. When American Alpha
Yep.
got called up and all they had to say about them, because NXT, remember, NXT didn't exist at the time. You know, Vince didn't want any accolades on NXT to be talked about on the main roster. And legitimately, all commentary had to say about them was these are two standout athletes. Oh boy.
Worst
Jeez.
phrase you can use.
Legitimate, bro. What a way to just put somebody over, man. Hey, what do you know about this guy?
Standout.
Why is he great? Oh, he's a standout athlete. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Great.
You're fucking professionally wrestling. I hope you're a semi, at least, standout athlete. That should be the
Oh,
bare minimum.
holy fuck. Kenny Omega versus the doorknob, Josh Alexander.
You know, man, some people, in the Twitter spaces said,
Okay.
this was the best Kenny looked in years.
I
Which is
have
true.
I have seen that. I have seen that, and I appreciate the question, and I'm sorry I regret to inform you that this looked like just
Kenny,
Kenny. Yeah, I mean, got the people saying I have seen that. I've seen that a lot. People saying that Kenny Omega looked the best that he has in years. Let me explain something to you guys. Kenny Omega hasn't worked in a singles capacity in a while. He's been in all trios. This is his first singles match back. Just wait until they put him in match after match after match after match. And these are pay-per-view matches that are more than likely going to be pretty intense for Kenny Omega. And yeah, he looked a little better than he normally does. Great. People saying that this looked like the Kenny Omega of old. I seriously question if you've seen the Kenny Omega of old. And again, Yeah. Sure. He didn't look as pale as he normally does. He doesn't look as he wasn't as slow as moping around as he normally is, at least for the end of the year in 2025 standards. But just wait. Just wait, man, until things start taxing his body and he has to go match after match after match, and he's working guys like Fletcher, guys like Swerve, guys like Page, guys like MJF. It's just not sustainable. It's not. Eh, so I don't know. Kenny Omega, I can say he didn't look as pale as he normally did. Looking like the Kenny Omega of old, no. He maybe looked like he maybe went from like his speed was at like his speed rating was maybe at like a 70 before. Now it's maybe at like a 79.
Yeah, maybe. I would probably said like 50 for his speed a few months ago. And then now it's about, 70, I would say, man. I mean, he's never going to be old Kenny. Like, that is an obtainable level. That's obtainable for people in their prime right now, for a lot of people. You think broken down Kenny is going to be able to do that? No, and for a while he had the trios matches to bounce off of to feel energized. Like you said, you're going to be putting him in singles match after singles match against Kyle Fletcher, against all these young, brutal, invigorated guys. He's
Yeah,
he's gonna get gassed very fast.
he is. He is. So after he beat the doorknob with a one-winged angel, he said afterwards he hasn't felt this great in years. And Don Callis has no one in his family that can beat him. In other words, we're going to get every week Kenny Omega facing a new member of the Don Callis family. These guys legitimately have been feuding for 3 years.
Years, and he says nobody in the Don Callis family can beat him. Didn't Takeshita beat him already?
I know Okada did.
Oh God, didn't,
Takeshita,
didn't he beat him
maybe.
in one of their like three matches?
I'm sure he
I
did.
thought I
I'm sure
He,
he did.
didn't he meet him at All In? That one All In they faced each other?
Yes.
Didn't they face each
Oh
other
yeah,
at
we
All
were
In?
there. All out.
Oh
The
wow,
weekend
that's what
Punk
it
got
was.
fired. That was what,
Yep,
2023? Yeah, 2023.
3. Yep,
Yeah.
yep. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Takeshita beat him in like a pay-per-view match before,
Yeah.
and like they were bragging about it.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say
so
because remember Takeshita, he beat him at All In and All Out, and he beat him like twice in the span of a week, and
yeah, and they
they
kept saying
were.
that he beat
Hmm.
yeah, like what the fuck?
Yeah, Okada beat him, Takeshita beat him, oh fuck, there's so many members of this fucking family. I don't even know at this point. I don't know.
Who
I
knows? There's
what
probably
they
random matches in there.
they dead ass are just creating shit to try to make this story somewhat intriguing, but I see right through it, to be honest.
And why the hell are Don Callis family feuding with both Elite and Death Riders? Like, dude, what is going on
That's
here?
what's confusing me. That's what's
Like,
confused.
what?
There like there's so much going on. It's like there's like it's impossible to sink your teeth into it.
No, literally, it really is.
We then get this little like segment, which I thought was pretty cool. This, of all things, is one of the coolest things about AEW Dynamite. It was called Technique by Taz. And he was basically just breaking down submissions and how you have to use submissions and pressure points to get the submissions to work properly. I thought this was pretty dope. It was like
Understand.
it was like an analysis of submissions. Well, he was back on this
Oh, he was back.
yes,
Okay.
he was back
Thank
on
you.
this
Thank
week.
God. I
Yeah.
genuinely, they need his voice on commentary so bad, dude.
Yes, they do.
My God, like obviously it got to the point where it's like hilariously bad, to where it's probably the best part of the show is hearing what dumb shit they're gonna say.
Yeah.
But Taz is always the very nice, actually good commentator in there, man. So I'm glad
He's
he's
great.
back.
He's great. Yes, we
I
love
wish he
Taz.
could have got to call that hook turn moment.
Me too. Me too.
I think that would have been really cool.
Yeah, I agree. Swerve Strickland was in the main event against Kevin Knight. This is interesting. This is interesting because this match got announced like the day before. And I thought this was interesting because of all the stuff that had happened last week with like uh Swerve kinda trying to like be buddy buddy with Kevin Knight. And now 1 week later they're having a match together, man. AEW, I hope you're watching and I hope you're listening because this could be a great glimpse into the future on what your future could be for the likes of Kevin Knight, man. Because these two had a great match, and similar to what Speedball did earlier in the night against Samoa Joe, Speedball yet again is proving to you that he can hang. And now Kevin Knight did the same thing against Swerve Strickland, man. These guys had a great match. These guys had a great match in the main event of Dynamite. It was really good. And again, man, Kevin Knight is so fucking good. He's so good. And I really hope AEW believes that him and Speedball are a big part of their future, man, because if you put these guys in the main event, AEW has one of the greatest, like, bright young cores that you can possibly get, man. Because you look at guys like Kyle Fletcher. He was the winner of my Your Time Is Now award. I believe he was the winner of yours as well. You look at guys like that, man. You got if you start using guys like Speedball in that young, main event scene. Even though I think Speedball's a little bit older, I think he's still about 6 years away from 40, man. So I mean, you still got a lot of time with him, bro. Guys like Kevin Knight, um, man, you
Speedball was that old.
so Speedball's problem was he had so I want to say about 5 years, at this point, maybe like 7 years ago, he got banned from coming to the United States because of visa issues. And that pretty much halted his whole career to the point where he was only able to work UK indies and obviously couldn't sign with a major company because he couldn't get himself out there because by the time he had his visa issues he wasn't really that big. He wasn't really that big. So by the time he did start gaining traction, he couldn't come to the States. And then when he did, get big enough, he resolved his visa issues, and then he was all over the place. He was taking bookings left and right, and obviously he got snagged up pretty quickly because he's fucking great. Um, but his career did kind of get put on a halt for 5 fucking years, bro. 5 years.
I do remember hearing about that when he first signed up with AEW. I
Mm-hmm.
remember like they did say he was like banned in the US essentially for some whatever reason for a while or
Yeah.
banned from going into the US visa wise. It was a weird thing.
Yeah, I know
Damn.
he had
That
some.
sounds like you got a great core.
Dude, they have such a great core, and I just really hope Tony sees that, man. Swerve, um, Swerve, and Hangman, those guys too, bro. Those guys, and that's the craziest part, bro. Those guys ain't even that old. Those guys ain't even that
Ooh.
old, man. Um, these guys are a lot of these guys are mid to early 30s. And then again, like I
Yeah.
said, you got this crop of guys in AEW that are still late 20s. I mean, they have an incredible young core, man. And for all the younger guys that Tony Khan does know about, there's a lot of guys I still do hope that he does see, man. And that is guys like Speedball, guys like Kevin Knight, man. These guys are really tremendous, and I really hope that they're able to. I really hope that they're able to be used in the likes that we do see a Kyle Fletcher being used, man. Because again, man, Tony Khan literally has the world at his fingertips in terms of like longevity in the wrestling business, man, and like having a crop of guys that are going to be able to be around for a while. He has just that, man. I mean, that is everything you can ask for is a reliable young core that's going to be around and that you're going to be able to put a lot of stock into, man. So um, Swerve wins with a big pressure and stares down MJF at the end. But I'm sorry, man. Did you want to say anything about AEW's young core?
Really got it all out. They have an incredible young core, and even their main core of main event talent isn't old. You know what I mean? They really aren't like an old, even feeling group of guys, man. Like I mean, you have like your Joes in there, but you have to have your like older veteran type guys.
Yeah,
I think they really have like the ideal balance of age in their main event scene, and they have a crop of incredible young guys in that core to be the next ones in there that I really hope they use. They go crazy with that.
for sure. For sure, man. Um, so yeah, Swerve won this match with a big pressure and stared down MJF, who was sitting in a skybox. And yeah, that was pretty much dynamite, bro. That was pretty much dynamite. So, like I said, outside of Taz breaking down submissions and a Swerve and Kevin Knight match that I really did think was great. And also, like I said, too, seeing Speedball in a one-on-one situation as well, I did enjoy. Other than that, AEW as normal was pretty boring. Pretty boring, man. Although we did see Kenny Omega. We did see Kenny Omega look like the old Kenny Omega, according to the IWC. He okay. I think you're good. Yes, we did see Kenny Omega look like the old Kenny Omega, and he did beat the Kota Ibushi stopper in the
He
doorknob,
did.
Josh
He got
Alexander.
revenge for Coda,
He did. He
which is
did,
good.
man. How do you feel about that?
I think it's very good, man. He needed to get revenge for Coda. He needed
Yeah.
to. I
Why?
miss Coda. Yeah, that's the golden lover, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm keep it at that.
Okay. All right. You think it was important for Kenny?
It was very important. It was everything.
It was ever okay. Yeah, that's what I was feeling too. Yeah, yeah. Coda's coming back. Coda's coming.
He is. He'll be coming back, man. Right to
Coda.
Kenny.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Coda's coming back
Yeah.
soon, bro. He's coming back
Yeah.
soon. What do you mean
Y'all
by
seen that
that?
unreal clip of
Did
y'all
you
seen that
say?
unreal clip of EO and Triple H?
Yeah,
It's gonna be that.
yeah. It is. It is.
It's
Yeah,
fucking just like that.
yeah. That's gonna be so wholesome, man. Are you excited for Coda to come back?
I'm very excited. It's gonna be so wholesome.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. All right. Well, Sir K's excited about the return of Kota Ibushi that we're still probably like a year and 9 months off of. But I'm excited
I
for it
heard two
nonetheless.
years too.
Oh God, dude, Kenny's
I
gonna be
literally
upset,
heard
bro.
possibility of 2 years. Kenny
Oh,
Omega's gonna be fucking dust when he comes back. Bro's
no,
gonna have no bones left.
yeah, he is. Yeah, he's completely cooked, man. He's completely cooked. All right, man. So we got a word from W Energy, man. Now that the Dynamite talk is over, like I said, man, we got a word from the official sponsor of what we do here at NHP, man. We got a word from W Energy, the official sponsor of NHP, man. W is an energy drink loaded with vitamins and nootropics formulated to improve focus without getting the jitters, man. W is a clean formula, sugar-free, zero-calorie, free from fillers and artificial colorings, with 150 milligrams of caffeine per serving. You can get your W products today with the link below and code NHP at checkout to save yourselves 10% on your next W purchase.
Really, always got to shout out Dovey. Whether workout, no matter what you might need the energy for, whether it's the Royal Rumble coming up, it's gonna be an earlier show. So if you guys need that little boost of energy at that afternoon, Dovey won't let you down. If you want to be as excited as Kenny Omega will be when Coda returns, if you want to have that level of energy, try dubbing, man. It won't let you down. You'll have the focus, won't have the jitters, and it'll taste good all at the same time. Truly always. Gotta shout out Dubby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you to the great people over at W Energy, man, the official sponsor of what we do here at Notorious Heels, man. Is give that energy like Coda is going to need when he comes back to save Kenny Omega, probably still from the Don Callis family.
Probably, actually.
So, SmackDown.
Keep
Um,
laughing at that.
we got. What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about?
We're
Um,
chuckling.
I'm not chuckling about it.
As you're chuckling.
I'm not chuckling
Come
about
on,
anything,
man.
dude. I'm not chuckling about
Nothing's
anything,
funny.
dude. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. What can I say? You know, as a fan, as a fan, man, I'm excited, bro. Um,
Really.
SmackDown, bro. This was your January 23rd edition of SmackDown from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. We literally have two things from this show. This is a 3-hour show, by the way. Okay, and it's fucking
3 hour.
boring.
That
Um,
sucks.
actually three, because I just thought of one. This man, Matt Cardona, came back, and no disrespect to my homie Kit Wilson, but this man came back for the WWE Championship, and he's putting over Kit Wilson in this little feud they got, which, as he should. I think Kit, at least I hope he puts over Kit Wilson. Kit Wilson is pretty over with the audience today. He gets a great crowd reaction. But just LOL for Matt Cardona. Am I right?
Man, he wouldn't go to AEW, man. They knew he would have just been a mid-carder over there.
Mm-hmm.
So, he went to WWE to, lose to mid-carders, man. So, very, very wise decision, man. Canceled all his bookings, relinquished 4 or 5 titles, whatever it was,
Mm-hmm.
to be a fucking bottom mid-carder already, man. So, good luck. And your boy's not champion anymore, so you ain't getting that match until Cody's champ again, which, to be fair, probably isn't going to be too far away. But good luck, man. Good luck.
Yeah, yeah. I completely. God, I shout out Kit Wilson, I guess. Shout out Kit Wilson.
Yeah, shout out for him. I'm happy for him. He's good. He was in an interview talking about how he thinks he would be a great, or like, yeah, a great U.S. champion one day. And you know what? Do that program, dude. Give me Hayes and fucking Kit Wilson, bro. Give me something.
Kit is very good in the ring, and he's telling you, bro, because of that fucking theme song, this man got mad over. It helped him
Chuck
get
knows.
over, but he's very good. He's very good, man.
He
He
is.
actually is
He is
very
good.
good. He's very entertaining, and he's very entertaining. I like his whole gimmick. I like his whole. He's what was his gimmick? He's trying to like end toxic masculinity. It's quite hilarious. It's quite hilarious. I think he would make a great U.S. champion. I do. So hopefully, Paul gets on it. So yeah, I don't know. Um. So the MFT, the motherfucking tree, win the tag team championships from the Wyatt Six. And they keep the lantern. Uh so the MFTs win back the WWE Tag Team Championships. They held them in, was that, I want to say, 2024. It was Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. Now I guess Solo and Tama Tonga are the US, or not the US, the tag team
Team.
champions. My question is, my
Okay.
question here, weren't they teasing Tama Tonga going for the US title? Did that ever happen, or did they just scrap that?
They're still teasing it? I don't know. They might have scrapped it. They might still be teasing it. I genuinely don't know what the fuck's going on with this company, or this group, or this show, or this creative, or fucking anything, man. I don't fucking know.
What the
It's back
fuck?
fucking. It's back on the MFTs, man. What is the purpose to this? Why isn't the tag team champions? But it's a whole other conversation.
This feud is probably getting drug out till WrestleMania, to be quite honest
Oh,
with you,
100,
man.
it 100% is, dude. I already know it.
Yeah, again, it's like, again, it's literally like, universe mode for Triple H here, man. It's like, oh, I got nothing exciting. Let me just I got nothing exciting. Let me just fucking do a title change. Let me just do a title change, and then that hopefully that'll garner enough interest to carry us to next week. What we're gonna do next week, the Road Dogg has no idea, but that's
No.
that is what it is, man. That is what it is. I am so sick of seeing these fucking clips of Road Dogg on Unreal. I genuinely cannot wait to fucking watch Unreal, bro. I'm sick and tired of seeing these clips of Road Dogg on Unreal. Um,
So bad.
dude, get this writing team out of here, bro. I'm so sick of this fucking writing team that they have writing SmackDown. They suck. They suck. They don't know how to write. They don't know how to write a show. They don't know how to garner any interest. Nothing. Nothing, bro.
No, they're
Um,
all absolute dog shit at their job. Keep Ryan Ward and just literally just can everybody else. They all fucking suck.
yes.
Dude, Chris hurt his ass. Fucking Road Dogg is completely incompetent. Literally, quote said, "I don't know," when asking what they were gonna do with the U.S. title afterwards, and
Nice.
they're so doomed. They're
How
so
fu-
doomed.
how fucking creative. How
I
creative.
don't know.
They like to say, "Oh, you fans don't know what you're talking about. You've never booked a show." But then when you show us what your booking process looks like, the fans make a better case for being in the writing room than half of your boys do, Paul.
I was gonna say, sometimes you see Sanshi and you're like, damn, that's kind of ass. But at least they like fantasy booked a whole portion of time, and you know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
Damn, you literally said, I don't know, when you gave your pitch for Chelsea to win it back, and then she eventually dead ass just won it back anyway.
From the rumors I'm hearing, Bruce
Oh God.
Pritchard was pitching for Pat McAfee to beat Gunther last year at
Yep.
Backlash. I mean, what the
Mm-hmm.
fuck?
What a
What?
shock value.
Oh, dude, I seen a clip yesterday. They fucking hate LA Knight, like legitimately,
Oh,
dude.
they hate him.
Did you? I don't know if you've seen this clip. There was a clip of
Yep.
Triple H talking, and they were like putting everybody on to like the Rollins fake injury, and Rollins literally told Triple H, "Why does LA Knight have to know?" When because they were trying to go down the list, they told Cody for some reason, which I don't.
Not even in the fucking
Oh,
booking scene.
dude, there's a clip. There's a clip. It's the hardest glaze job I've ever seen in my life. Me and Sir Kate are gonna binge it this weekend for the Royal Rumble, and we'll tell you guys. Whatever we watch on Friday night, hopefully we'll be able to watch something of it on Friday night. Um, dude, fucking bro, oh my god, dude, I seen it last night. There's a clip of Triple H going up to Cody Rhodes and he's like, "Hey, you're our guy, so we need to let you know what's going on
What?
here." And I'm like, he's not in the story though. And then legitimately, dude, there's a clip of Triple H saying, "Yeah, when I told Seth, we need to tell LA Knight about it," and Seth said to me, "Why does he have to know?" I'm like, because he's in the fucking ring with you, you moron. I'm like, what? What do you mean he needs
So,
to know? Why does he need to
like,
know?
that explains, they truly, you could tell, Seth is, a Triple H boy.
Yeah.
Not only are they both morons, they both hate LA Knight for no reason, man. And
And
Seth,
what
dude, do you, oh, go ahead.
what made it worse was Triple H. You know what's bad, bro. Triple H was defending. LA Knight. He was like, no, he should know because he said I told Rollins if the roles were reversed and you found out that somebody was pulling a fake injury and you thought it was real the whole time, but it ended up being
Yeah,
bullshit, how pissed would you be? And he was like, Rollins just looked at me and he said nothing, and then he said, fair enough.
fair enough, you fucking dork. Like, dude,
God.
so by Rollins' logic, you wanted that man to sit there for like a month and a half, 2 months, thinking he legitimately injured you.
Yes.
You fucking moron. You selfish, dumb idiot. I hate Rollins. I can't stand that fucking
Sir
goober, dude.
K, Sir K loves Seth Rollins. Hey,
Shut
yo, hold
up,
on.
Gotti.
Time out, bro. He's just woken up, but we have the one and only, the owner of GDR Finances LLC in the house. He's just woken up. So rub your eyes and brush your teeth, brother, because he is awakened. The owner of GDR Finances LLC, none other than Mr. Walk him down and cut that shiz off. Mr. Walk him down and cook that shit up. Mr. Walk him down and climb that tree. Mr. Walk him down and feed them families. We got my brother Gotti in the house, bro. How are you doing, bro? Thank you so very much for joining us. I joined your TikTok live last night. I don't know if you were sleeping though, but there was nobody in the camera. It was just a dark room. But I did come in like the live, bro. I tried to beef the algorithm up for you, bro.
Definitely. I always try to
So
come in and like it at least.
it was pretty late. It was like 4 in the morning, but I seen my guy Gotti was live, so I was like, all right, hop in and see what my guy's doing. So
Exactly.
shout out Gotti.
Unfortunately, we're watching the fucking demonic show that is Monday Night Raw, but it's another
Man,
conversation.
man. Regardless, yeah, they hate LA Knight. It's the I guess the top guys in the locker room fucking hate the guy too. Everybody just fucking hates LA Knight, dude. It's horrible.
Like, dude, like they were literally like fucking made damn near a whole episode apparently about a singular botch he did when your world champion was botching his whole run during 2025. But dude, oh man, they do that man
God,
so dirty, bro.
they do.
They really do. Seth, like, dude, Seth thinks he's fucking Roman Reigns. That's what I can't stand about the guy. You know what I mean? That's what I hate most, dude. Is
No, no,
I
I
hate
don't know
Seth.
what you mean. Please tell me what you mean. This is a great dialogue. I love hearing you talk
I
about this. Go on.
I fucking hate Seth, dude,
Mm-hmm.
because he genuinely thinks he is
Mm-hmm.
like Roman Reigns and above level
Wow.
of like importance in the company, quality, all that shit. Dude, you are at your very best. You're number three in that company, dude. You're number, you're Roman. It's Roman.
Wow.
It's the AEW guy, Cody, and then it's you, buddy. So all the sacrifices you did for the company, and they still value Roman and Cody more than you. So shut up, you fucking
Wow.
goober.
Wow.
I hate Seth. I can't stand that man. I really hope he's not back till Mania, till after Mania, because I
Sir,
can't deal with him.
Sir K.
And
So you mean
Vision's dog
you
shit
mean
without
you
him.
mean to tell me when we go to Chamber, you don't want to get you some Rollins Chicago merch?
God no, dude. You
Oh,
know what? If they
come
put
on.
up that old burn it down shirt, I'll
Hmm.
buy that motherfucker because that is a classic OG shirt. That is a dope ass shirt. And when he's a babyface, Rollins is a hilarious case for me. He's one of those people where I can't stand him, in real life.
Mm.
But funny enough, I think he's a much better babyface than a heel. So if he's babyface, I'll probably get a shirt. Funny enough, it's such a weird case for me because he's such a tryhard as a heel. I can't do it.
Wow. That's well, as
So
you
yeah,
can
I hate him.
as you get as you guys a- as you guys can
He's
see,
good.
man, Sir K is he's a professional dream killer, man. He literally just told Seth Rollins, everything you did for the company means nothing. Wow.
It's true, dude. He don't shut up about all the sacrifices he made, which
All of them.
respectfully the whole roster makes because they all work the pro wrestling schedule.
No,
But
he's the
to
only
you,
one.
you say he's the only one. But like at the end of the day, bro, they still value fucking Roman and Cody way more than you. Punk too, probably I would say.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Um, yeah,
Yeah.
I would be a generous in number three, bro. You're at your very very best. You're maybe number five, maybe.
Wow. Who's for? Gunther?
Probably Gunther at this point. Cena retired, so he worked his way up one point, I guess. I can't
Wow.
stand. He's such an egotistical dickhead. I can't stand him. Somehow he makes Becky even more insufferable. When I like Becky way more than him. Way fucking more than him. Because Becky's actually goated.
Wow. Wow.
But yeah, I hate Seth.
Man, this is that's huge, man. That's huge. It seems like you love Seth Rollins. Seems like you love Seth Rollins, man. So, hey man, maybe your boy's going to be back for the Royal Rumble. I'm dead.
Bro.
That was dead. I'm dead ass. I will dead ass pile drive myself through my coffee table if I hear his music. This man needs to be out after Mania, man. And I like Rollins. I do. I think Rollins is great. But man, I don't want. I've seen so much. Seth Rollins is literally the focal point of Monday Night Raw for like literally from like the end of 2024, dude, all the way up until fucking probably even longer than that. Literally all the way up until he got hurt. I'm so I need a Raw. If you want to just please keep him out until the Raw after Mania. You need something big for the Raw after Mania. Do not rush him back at WrestleMania, dude, please.
No, for real, dude.
Golly. Gotti says he's decided last night he's going to start making more wrestling content for TikTok. My lives will stay the same, but as far as posts, wrestling ones do the best. Gonna drop a Rumble predictions today. Hey man, when I see it, you already know the deal. I will repost you, bruh. I will repost you. Hey man, I always say it. Shit changed for us once we started doing short form content, man. Short form content is in. Short form content is in, man. It really is. I don't know if it's just people liking just something quick that they can watch, and um, that's like literally one of our whole points about NHP. NHP clips is people love the short form content, man. So it's definitely a good investment. It's a good investment to make. Yes,
People will eat that shit up, dude. So,
100%.
and I'm actually very interested to see who you got winning the Rumble because if I know Gotti, I could bet my money on who he wants
Oh,
to
I
win
know.
the
I
Rumble.
I know who Gotti wants to win the Rumble, man. I definitely know. But no, you already know the deal, bro. You already know the deal. We got you, man. Yes. Yes. Hey, I didn't want to say it, but yes, people attention spans are very
Oh,
small.
100%. That's
Yeah.
100% the reason, but it moves anyway.
Yeah,
So,
especially those
hey,
like
the
little
brain's already rotted.
yeah, especially those little like fucking smelly ass wrestling fans that fucking think, Kenny Omega's his old self. It's them. It's them. Those are the ones.
Exactly.
So aside from the MFTs winning the tag team championships, we get this. I'm not gonna lie, bro. We get this banger segment from Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu. Cody Rhodes showed a side of himself. First of all, Jacob Fatu pulled up looking like a straight blood, which I thought
Bro.
was just utterly hilarious. I mean, there was no hiding it. I thought was utterly hilarious. He had the fucking bandana. I mean, dude, I oh man, I love Jacob, bro. He's hilarious.
He says in the comments he doesn't actually have Roman winning the Rumble, man. Okay, now I want to see that post.
I really want to see this. I'm intrigued. Okay,
I thought that was...
for the Rumble, I have 4 names I think are going to win it. I'll go from your best option to your most insufferable option. The first one, again, this one being the best option, is Jacob Fatu. Okay, I think you can have Jacob Fatu win the Rumble. And I think he's probably the best option. The second option, I'm going to go Roman Reigns. The next one, I will go Braun Breaker. And it's not that Braun is insufferable. I just think Braun and Punk, what the fuck. And the last option, with this one being the most insufferable option, do not be surprised if Cody Rhodes wins the Royal Rumble. Do not,
really wouldn't.
because I could
I
see it.
genuinely would. I could see it. They fucking love that man to death.
Man, um, but we do get this Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu segment where it's very heavy on intensity, man. You don't Cody Rhodes kind of went there with Jacob Fatu, man. Jacob Fatu, he told something about, Jacob thinking, acting before he thinks is what got him locked up. So it was very intense. It was very intense. Okay, I know you guys will say I know you guys will say, and I know I know you guys say no way Cody wins. I'll give my reason once we kind of talk about Saturday night's main event. There's a reason I could see it. Okay. Yeah, but it was very intense. Jacob was very on edge after Cody Rhodes, brought up the whole him being locked up thing. I thought it was a great segment to build into their Saturday night's main event match that they had.
Match, quote unquote.
Um But yeah, man, I thought the segment was great, but that was really the only thing from SmackDown.
It was literally just like one good ass segment, and the rest was 3 hours of absolutely nothing.
So, speaking of that, that brings us to Saturday night's main event. Gotti, you might have to invite Gotti soon might know what we're talking about with Jet Speed, because
Actually, you gonna know the AEW lore in 2026. Trust me.
you very well might know the AEW lore in 2026, bro. Because, bro, Saturday night's main event opened up with a Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu match that never was. Triple H done advertised a match just to get us there, and just to find out that he got us all the way to the event, and he ended up just being too scared to beat Cody Rhodes. He was too scared to beat Cody Rhodes anyway, and he just didn't. He didn't have it in him to beat Cody Rhodes, and he like I said, he was simply just too scared to beat Cody Rhodes. This match didn't even end up getting started. They just brawled throughout the whole arena. Which I did like the use of using the whole arena. I like that. It was very just chaotic. However, you just gotta love them promoting a match between Jacob and Cody, which I was actually very excited for the match, and it ended up just being a fucking brawl. And, everything was going great, and then guess what happened? Drew McIntyre came out and threw Jacob off of production crates through a table, low blowed Cody Rhodes. I have a question. Why? Can anybody explain to me why Drew McIntyre is attacking these two guys when he's getting a new challenger at the end of the night? By that logic, wouldn't he be done with these two? Right?
He should absolutely not care what these two are doing because, yeah, they're kind of facing each other, unofficially, but facing each other to get to him. So, really, he would just have to worry about, potentially only one of them because, by the contract logic, Cody can't go to him anyway. Um, why would you ever attack them? It makes no sense.
No. It makes absolutely no sense at all. Drew McIntyre comes out, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, he's getting a new challenger at the end of the night. And then he just said that Cody Rhodes, he had just said on Friday, Cody Rhodes is not able to challenge him for the WWE Championship as long as he's champion. Now, the reason I mentioned Cody Rhodes winning the Rumble, bro, if Cody cannot challenge Drew for the World Heavyweight Championship, or for the WWE Championship, bro, he's going to need something to get him there. And from what we know, the match at WrestleMania is looking to be either Cody versus Drew or Cody versus Fatu versus Drew. Cody's going to need something to give him a reason to challenge Drew McIntyre. I could see Cody Rhodes winning the Royal Rumble to be able to face Drew McIntyre. And if that happens, just know there is going to be a very, very, very pissed off version of me Saturday afternoon because, oh my God, either that or Cody wins the Chamber, which either way we're fucked because I'm going to have to fucking watch that live in attendance. I'm going to have to sit in the United Center and the only fucking glimmer of hope in the building will be looking up and seeing a Derrick Rose 2008 to 2016 retired jersey banner. That's going to be the only hope in the fucking building. Either that
Me?
or we're going to have to see
Mhm.
him win the Rumble.
Oh, 100%. And to be honest, right now, I think I see Chamber a little more likely because I think they're going to do a thing where, for no reason, Drew is going to keep constantly attacking Cody, but Cody can't face him for the title. So it's going to get to a point where, like, you keep attacking him, so you're invoking him. You know what? You're going to put him in the Chamber, and if he wins the Chamber, he can face you. I could see that, dude. I could so see that.
Yes. Yes, bro. That is ass. Which,
It's so dick, dude.
I mean, oh my God. I don't know what's going to happen, but I can tell you this. I am so scared for Saturday. I'm so fucking scared for Saturday,
I'm
man.
terrified.
I don't know what
I'm
they got.
expecting the absolute worst.
100%. 100%. I am going. I am genuinely trying to prepare myself for doomsday come Saturday, man, because I just feel like they are going to pull some bullshit, man. And again, Cody winning the Rumble being the worst option, man. Again, we do have three other options on the table, I think. I'm thinking Roman, Fatu, or Braun. I would love to see Braun win the Rumble, man, but I can't lie. I'm not really all that excited for a Braun Breaker and CM Punk rematch at WrestleMania. I'm just not, personally, but that's just me. Um, but yeah, man, Breaker is also a name I could see, but regardless, I am terrified for Saturday. But you said that a couple weeks ago, and I honestly think that you may have been cooking with some serious oil, bro, because I could see. I mean, I seen what they're doing, man, and I can absolutely see them going the route of Cody wasn't able to challenge you, but since you keep attacking him, now you gotta put up or shut up, and we're gonna give him a shot at you because you've tormented his life and made it hell. Dude,
Exactly.
oh my God. Dude, I don't know. I don't care about Cody Rhodes chasing I don't care about Cody Rhodes chasing a world championship, bro. I don't.
Really don't.
At this point, just give me the fucking Randy match for no championship and call it a fucking day because I do not want to see him in the WWE title picture at Mania. I don't.
Hmm.
I don't. So, Gotti says me when AJ retires, Sammy wins the WWE Championship, Cody wins the Rumble, and Bianca Belair doesn't win the Rumble. That will
Back, dude.
that will legit that will when I talk about doomsday, that will legitimately be doomsday if all those things happen, except for Sammy winning the WWE
We got for
Championship.
Sammy.
That wouldn't be. I mean, I don't really want it now. I think next year makes more sense, but at the end of the day, well, if you really want to talk, I think Sami Zayn's time was, just a couple short years ago.
Couple years
But
ago, instead of Cody, but that's a whole nother
yeah,
thing.
that's a whole different story. But I don't know, man. I am very scared about the likelihood of Cody Rhodes winning the Royal Rumble. Either that or winning the Chamber. I feel they're going to waste something on Cody Rhodes this WrestleMania season.
Exactly.
So we have the women's tag team championship match, which seen Rio retain the championships against the Judgment Day. Raquel tried to cost Rio the match, but Stephanie Vaquer came out sporting no boot and was cleared for action and came out and took care of Raquel Rodriguez. So yeah, that was that. That was that, man. Raquel Raquel is, I guess back to feuding with Her now that they took like 1 week off, but now that Stephanie's back, things are back to normal. It was nice to see Stephanie back, and the match was pretty good.
It was.
AJ and Nakamura. AJ Styles was wearing a very New Japan Bullet Club looking mask, which was dope.
Dope.
Him and Nakamura, bro. First of all, bro, Nakamura had on some old Nakamura gear. He wasn't wearing his fucking pajamas like he normally is.
Exactly.
Yeah, he wasn't wearing his silk pajamas. He came out in some old leather Nakamura gear, which was pretty dope. And these two had a pretty good match. I seen everybody saying, this is the match they should have had at WrestleMania 34. Guys, I think anything would have been better than the match they had at WrestleMania 34. That match was terrible. That match was absolutely terrible, man. Oh, the match was pretty good, though, man. The match was pretty good. It wasn't I wouldn't say it was to the degree of their New Japan match. They did replay a lot of spots from that match. But again, it's hard to catch lightning in a bottle twice. But regardless, man, they did have a great match. Like I said, it didn't necessarily recreate that magic, I would say. But they did have a great match. It was certainly a hell of a lot better than what they did at Mania 34.
No, most definitely. It was great. It was awesome.
So, we have Sami Zayn winning the Fatal 4-Way against Trick Williams, Damian Priest, and Randy Orton in his hometown of Montreal to become the number one contender for the WWE Championship, as we got Sami Zayn, like I said, winning the match via Haluva kick, and then Drew McIntyre came out again at the end of the show to attack Sami Zayn, and Sami just dumped him over the top rope and continued celebrating. Holy 2K animation.
Really, his whole thing is he just attacks people for no reason.
Yeah, commentary was trying, I guess the story behind that is commentary is trying to play it up as he's attacking whoever because he can. Because he's the WWE champion.
Dear God. It's so bad.
How creative. That must have been a Road Dogg idea.
It probably was, to be honest. He's the world champ, so he could do anything. So he's just going to go around attacking people.
Golly. Ugh. So, Sammy and Drew is the other undercard match at the Royal Rumble, man, and along with AJ and Gunther in the two Rumble matches. So that was everything for Saturday night's main event. The show wasn't horrible. Again, a lot of people were saying this is the best Saturday night's main event that they've ever done. The bar was pretty low. That doesn't say much, to be honest. It was pretty easy to do that, but regardless, they had some good matches on the show. But again, they also had some things that I just did not understand, or either that or it's some foreshadowing to some shit that I do not want to see.
Exactly. Either I'm just expecting the worst on Saturday, man. But Saturday night's main event, you could say it was good. I just wish you could put that effort into your weekly television.
There you have it. And now for Monday Night Raw. This took place from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. This was at the Scotiabank Arena. The show opened up with AJ Styles. AJ comes out. He welcomes everybody to the show. He claims that he says Gunther claims he's going to end AJ's career at the Royal Rumble. AJ says he's not going anywhere. He says 2026 is the year he will retire, and he does not say that to upset the fans, but he says it so we can enjoy this all together. He says 2025 was the year of John Cena, and there's no reason 2026 cannot be the year of AJ Styles. AJ says, oh, this is what I wanted to talk to you about.
It's the line.
AJ
Exactly.
says, and I caught this immediately, bro. AJ says, there are locker rooms of men all around the world that I would like to wrestle one more time. He then kind of like looks down and like smirks.
Yeah. He
I
does
don't
like a
Yeah, I don't know if you
type
caught
face.
that, but yeah,
Oh, I caught
bro.
that.
He like the way he looked afterwards. I was like, why did he look like that?
Exactly. What does that line mean? Locker rooms all around the world. You kind of only have one you're with right now, so what does that
Yeah,
mean?
locker rooms all around the world. He says he wants to be world champion one more time. But the question is, which world championship?
That is true too, Gotti, man. He did say his WWE career comes to an end.
Yes. Yes, bro.
Hmm. Hmm. I can't believe I'm putting stock in it, man.
Logan
What the
says he
hell?
can't imagine AJ loses this match on Saturday. See, that's the thing, bro. And if he does, it doesn't feel over. It doesn't.
Yeah, it really doesn't feel over, man. It really doesn't. That
Locker
would be
rooms,
hilarious, Gotti.
locker rooms of men and women all around the world, or locker rooms of men all around the world, I'd like to wrestle one more time. What does that mean? That is
Literally.
very interesting. And again, he says he wants to be world champion one more time, but the question is, which world championship? Is it the one CM Punk has? Is it the one Drew McIntyre has? Or is it the one MJF has? I don't
Because,
know.
respectfully, Triple H is too stupid to give you a
It's way too
WWE World title one last time. But Tony Khan, that man's Mark, he gonna give that shit to you no problem.
100% he is.
So, hmm.
I thought that was very interesting, man. And again, I I cannot even believe I'm putting stock into this seriously, bro. But dude, that line, and again, him saying my WWE career comes to an end, dude, I legitimately think there is a very high likelihood at this point AJ loses. His contract's up in February, so he's gone. He signed a 1-year extension last year. And the odds of him going to AEW, or maybe even doing like a last little run in New Japan to say goodbye, maybe just have one send-off match there, I think the likelihood of that at this point is very high. Because again, why else would you say there are locker rooms of men all around the world I'd like to face one more time?
Like, you don't say that when you're gonna be in a singular locker room
Yes.
for the rest of your career. At least I would not think that, man. That's just
Yes.
what I've taken from this.
Because if it was something like that, I would imagine he would say something like, there's a lot of men in that locker room
In this
that
locker
I
room.
still plan to face.
No, exactly. So, it's weird, man. It's weird.
Very interesting dialogue there by AJ Styles, man. He says he wants to be world champion one more time, and CM Punk interrupts him. Punk
Bro,
come, huh?
and Gotti asked in the comments, do we think AJ gets the AEW title just out of spite? Dude, he's such a mark, he's gonna put it on it anyway, let
Yeah.
alone out of spite, man. That's just cherry on top of the
Tony
cake.
Tony is gonna be so geeked that he got AJ Styles, bro. He will put the AEW World Championship on him for 2 reasons. One, because you know AJ's boys with guys in that company.
Oh, yeah.
I know AJ has expressed to his boys in the company, Triple H don't know what the fuck he's doing with him. It didn't. I think AJ's son, before even liked something on Instagram that was something along the lines of Vince did a better job with AJ than Triple H has.
I think I do remember his son liking something like that.
Yes, I can't remember which show it was after, but it was sometime last year. AJ Styles' son literally liked comments, like multiple comments about Vince doing a better job with his dad than Triple H did, or than Triple H has been. So Tony's going to do it for that, and Tony was going to do it for another reason. Gunther is not going to be the guy to retire AJ Styles, but instead, it is going to be the aerial assassin. It's going to be the guy that AJ tried to literally recruit to WWE because he wanted that match so bad. It is going to be AJ Styles being retired by Will Ospreay,
100%.
who
Exactly.
could be considered as a modern day AJ Styles, in my opinion.
That match is gonna shoot. God, I hope.
Unless, Sir K, do you? Everybody's been telling me though you consider Seth Rollins a modern day AJ Styles.
Maybe a few years ago when his knees worked.
Oh my
but
god!
Not anymore. His knees are fried. He ain't moving like he used to.
Oh
he still moves great. He's still a great wrestler. He is. He's still main event talent. He is. But he ain't AJ Styles.
Wow.
Like, Seth's one of those people, man, I do respect, and he is a main event talent at the end of the day. He just thinks he's way better than he actually is, man, and that makes him little unlikable. He's just a tad bit unlikable to me, man.
Just a tad bit?
Just a tad bit.
All right. It makes sense. It makes sense. No, man, but yeah, dude, I don't know. This got me hyped, bro. Again, we talked about it. I can't believe I'm buying into this. I really can't, but bro, the things we can get building to All in London.
Dude.
The things we can get, bro.
Fletcher,
Darby, MJF, Moxley, Swerve, Page, the Bucks. Bro, we could get AJ aligning with the Bucks. Bro.
Maybe aligns with Don Callis. I'm not even gonna say that.
You're making me not want to see this.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Man. Bro, I don't know, but what I do know is AJ Styles versus Will Ospreay. Sign me the fuck up.
Please sign me up.
So, we have, but yeah, I don't know, man. A lot of people would say Will Ospreay is a modern day AJ Styles. A lot of people would say that.
Even though, WWE at one point had a better Will Ospreay and Ricochet, according to one moron.
Who said? Oh my god, that was him too. That sure was Seth Rollins, bro.
Ugh.
Jeez, golly,
fucking loser.
Oh my god. Yeah, just Rollins is a little bit unlikable, right? Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Well, we got CM Punk coming out to interrupt AJ Styles. CM Punk says he's known AJ for 20 plus years. They've been friends, they've been enemies, but in 2026, there's nothing but respect. He asked AJ, what is he doing? Putting his career on the line against a guy like Gunther. He says, guys like me and you still have a lot of gas left in the tank, a lot of moments to make, but the stakes here are just too high. AJ asked Punk, are you saying I can't beat Gunther? Punk says, I know you can beat Gunther. You already did. But what we also seen was Gunther's hand was raised at the end. And if that happens on Saturday, that means we can't get CM Punk versus AJ Styles one last time in a WWE ring. AJ Styles says, how about this? I know I can beat Gunther and I know I can beat you. Punk says on Saturday, if you can't beat Gunther, or he says on Saturday, if you can't beat Gunther, you'll never be able to prove that you can beat me. And he kind of says sarcastically, I don't know what we can do. AJ says, how about this? Tonight, I face you And if I beat you, and if I beat Gunther on Saturday, then I become the number one contender for that. He points at the belt, and CM Punk says, if we're doing this tonight, it will be for the belt. In the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship, CM Punk versus AJ Styles. That was it. That was the opening segment. Again, the whole hook here, man, was it was that again, it was that it was that line about the whole locker room thing. As for getting CM Punk and AJ Styles, I was very excited for it, man. I was very excited for it. And then we got the match. The match was great, and of course, either WWE, these days they don't start the match, or of course the fucking match ends in a disqualification. So you gotta love it. Yeah, I was very excited for this, man, and it really does make you think. With them just all of a sudden giving you AJ Nakamura, AJ Punk, it really does feel like he might be done in WWE.
Really does. It really does feel like that, and it's getting very interesting with that whole situation.
Yes. Finn Balor walks up to CM Punk. A couple segments after this, he walks up to CM Punk. He says he's been thinking about what happened last week. He says he was supposed to be champ. And even though he did not win, Punk was a part of the most memorable night in his career. After that match, he says Punk picked him up and gave him his flowers, and in that moment, I did not return it. So now I will. Thank you. Punk says he's the best in the world because he beats the best in the world, and he considers Finn one of the greats. He says he doesn't give title shots to people that... He says he doesn't give out title shots to just anybody. He gives them out to people that have earned them. He says Cena just retired. AJ's putting his career on the line. There is not a lot of people like you and me left. And if you want to be champ, maybe you need to ditch the Judgment Day and stop hanging around with garbage like Dom Mysterio. He says, if you want another shot, win the Rumble, and I'll see you in Vegas. He walks away, and Finn kind of has this look of realization, I guess you could say, on his face, where maybe it looks like what he's saying is resonating a little bit with Finn. We could have got off to a good start there. Man, but unfortunately, we could have been trending in the direction of a Finn Balor babyface turn, but things obviously went the opposite way later in the night. As Finn Balor, there was a segment a little bit later. There is something that happened with the Judgment Day related, right after the opening segment, though. But as for this, like I said, it did seem like, maybe WWE was teasing a Finn Balor babyface turn here or whatever the case was. But again, like I said, this ended up getting all retracted at the end of the night, to be honest.
No, exactly, and I still think there's a way they can put him in the Rumble and have a cool little thing there, and I'll get to that when we get to that, but it was very nice segment between these two.
Yes. Rio and Stephanie Vaquer defeated the Judgment Day. Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez, and Raquel Rodriguez. Io Sky hit a springboard dropkick to Liv Morgan as she attempted to hit Rhea Ripley with a code breaker, knocked Liv out of the equation, and then we have Rhea Ripley giving a riptide to Roxanne Perez for the victory. That was that. There is a little bit later in the night too, with Roxanne and Raquel. A little bit later in the night, Raquel was running through the hallways screaming about, trying to look for Stephanie Vaquer. She then started getting in a screaming match with Bayley because Bayley's standing there on the phone and Raquel's just walking past her screaming, and Bayley just screams at her, "I'm on the phone, you idiot." And Raquel went to get in her face. Lyra stepped in, asked if there was a problem. Raquel then walked away. And then her and Stephanie started brawling, which then culminated with Adam Pearce making Raquel Rodriguez versus Stephanie Vaquer in a Philadelphia street fight next week.
Oh, good God, dude. Okay. All right. Just
Yeah.
what whatever, man. Let's just get that match over with, I guess.
Yeah. So you're not excited for Raquel Rodriguez versus Stephanie Vaquer? You know?
Not in an absolute slightest.
Oh shit. People were telling me you love this feud.
I mean, I do love the feud, man, but the match I'm not very excited for. But I love
Wow.
the feud.
Wow. Well, after the loss to Rio and Stephanie Vaquer, Liv Morgan did have another cameo later in the night, because we also got to see Finn Balor again later in the night. Finn Balor walks up to Adam Pearce. I guess his talk with CM Punk must have really hyped him up. He was like, man, I got to go talk to Adam Pearce, right? So he goes up to Adam Pearce and he asks to be in the Royal Rumble match. Bro, Adam Pearce tells this dude, the Royal Rumble is full. And because you got your world title shot last week, I wrote you out.
Throw you out.
All I can do is apologize. Oh God, I
Wrote
don't think
you
I've
out.
ever I don't think I've ever seen anything so sorry in my life.
That is the saddest shit in the world. You already got a match, so I wrote you out, and now it's full. It's full.
My
The room is
God.
full. Thanks, guys. Genius excuse here. Genius excuse.
Holy fuck, man. That is wow. That is
That's bad.
one oh I have a route where they're going to go with Finn. I think I know what they're going to do with Finn. I'll get to that when we talk about the main event. But man, that he looks so sorry, bro. He genuinely looks so sorry. I never seen a talent get denied entry into the Royal Rumble. I've never seen
Oh,
it. Like legitimately, man, I don't think unless I really missed something, man, unless I missed a segment, bro, I don't think I've ever seen a talent get told that the spots were full in the Royal Rumble. He looked so fucking sorry, dude. I mean, my God.
it's so
Diabolical.
bad, dude. It looks horrible, man. Um, only way the way I could see you can do this is maybe Dom is in the Rumble, and maybe find some way to take Dom's spot in the Rumble from him, something like that. Other than that, he just looks so sorry and sad, dude. He really does.
Yeah, either that or Finn is going to figure out that Dominic's in the Royal Rumble, and then there's going to be tension, like how'd you get
Yep.
in over me type of thing, and they're going to give each other dirty looks, and we're going to
And
be
then
off. We're going to be doing our
when
same
Dom
Judgment Day hoorah.
no exactly, and then when Dom doesn't win the Rumble on Raw, he's gonna be like, if I was in the match, I could have won, and then you
Yep.
didn't win for the Judgment.
Yep.
It's gonna be the same thing that we always get.
He walks down the hallway and he finds Liv Morgan standing there. Liv starts manipulating him about showing CM Punk respect. She starts manipulating him, telling him he shouldn't have done that, and then she said she heard Punk tell him to leave the Judgment Day. She said Punk does not care if you become world champion, but you know who does? The Judgment Day, because we are your family. She pretty much just manipulates him about the whole CM Punk situation. He said the situation was not over, and he walked off. Now, what that meant, we will find out in the main event. But, yeah, I mean, again, typical Judgment Day banter. Typical Judgment Day banter. What do you know, man? You gotta love the fucking Judgment Day. and their manipulation tactics and their staring problems. So that's, I mean, the group is literally just like a toxic fucking high school group at this point.
Really is, dude. It really is. It belongs on a Netflix show, which makes sense at this point, man. It's horrible. I needed to end yesterday, man. 2 years ago, actually, but
Yes.
yesterday.
We then get this commercial with Paul Triple H Levesque and his boy Paul Heyman.
Paul and Paul. Dumb
Oh
and Dumber.
my god, this shit.
This was horrible.
This commercial, Triple H has an obsession with glazing the fuck out of himself. There's a segment where Paul Heyman is following Triple H around WWE headquarters, and he's making a case for every member of the Vision to be on the cover of the game. He's making a case for Braun, Bronson, Logan Paul, and Austin Theory. Triple H is coming out of the bathroom, and he walks. I wonder what he was doing in there. Was he fucking gooning in the bathroom, dude? Was he fucking?
Bad,
Was he?
man.
Was Paul? Were you fucking gooning in the bathroom, dog? What? There's a.
Gooning.
What the fuck was he doing in there? I mean, you kidding me, man? This fucking guy's got the audacity to go to the fucking bathroom, and these fucking shows look like this. What the fuck is he doing in there?
Where do you think he writes? In the bathroom.
I would make sense. That would make sense because that would make sense. He all of his ideas get fucking pissed on anyway. They suck. He comes out of the bathroom and he looks up and he's like, "How did you do this?" And fucking Paul Heyman's doing his devious little stare and he's like, "It's time to play the game." And they fucking show, dude, they did a Triple H King of Kings edition of 2K26. We haven't got a Bray Wyatt cover. Now, Bray Wyatt got a cover like in the middle of the year for like 2K24. Yeah, it was like a half cover. We haven't got a Legacy Bray Wyatt cover of a 2K game yet. And we're getting a fucking Triple H King of Kings edition of this game.
There's going to be 4 additions to this game. What on earth is the difference between them? It's 2K. What is the difference?
Nothing.
Oh my god, you get the King of Kings and you get fucking 5 different Triple H's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I fucking want.
You get 4 different versions of Triple H My Faction cards, probably.
Genuinely, probably. That is absolute dog shit. They edited the shit out of his chest to be more ripped. He still has big goals for some reason when that wasn't the whole theme of the attitude. But it's such a horrible. It's so horrible. It's such a glaze fest, dude. He's so egotistical and bald, dude. It sucks.
He's the worst, man. This guy is so unlikable these days, man. He really
is.
fucking loves just glazing
Just
the shit
glazing.
out of himself. Oh, look at me. I'm fucking Paul. I'm so great. Oh, what'd you do here, Mr. Heyman?
And then they did another ad.
Uh-huh.
They didn't do it on TV, but they did another ad for 2K where it was like glass broke and then there was like a TV with like DVD tapes and it was fucking made by AI and they spelled Orton's name
Randy
wrong.
Orton. I seen that. I seen Randy Orton. Paul Levesque is genuinely one of the most insufferable people in the business these days, man. What was that glaze fest ass video? Are you kidding me, Paul? How'd you pull that off, Heyman? Triple H, you probably put the word in yourself. Can I be the cover?
Oh, 100%. I need to be the cover. I need to look good. I think that used to be a thing where it was in his contract where he had to look good in the games or something. And I guess it still exists.
Good God. Yeah, I do think I remember hearing about that they had to like reshoot like a 2K, or it wasn't a 2K. I think it was an SVR. It was in his contract that like I think there was an interview with like one of the devs talking about it, that they had to like remake the trailer because like Triple H wasn't cool with like being pinned in the trailer. Are you fucking kidding me, Paul?
What a fucking egotistical loser, dude. Him and Seth make sense as prodigies.
You know what they should have did for the Triple H cover is have it be called WWE 2K26, the Bald Nazi edition of the game.
Exactly.
Yeah,
As one person said on Twitter, it's basically Wolfenstein, man. You have a fucking Nazi on the cover.
pretty much. Pretty much. And then they could have put that picture, that Paul picture we always use, dude. It would have been great. That cover had some serious potential, man. Imagine. Let's see. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Imagine, bro. This bad boy. Right there. In your face. Okay?
Guy.
They put this picture on there, and it's WWE 2K26. Close your eyes and actually, no, open your eyes. You gotta see this picture. Imagine, dude.
I love this
WWE
picture.
2K26, the Bald Nazi edition. And it's this fucking picture, dude, with his fucking cup full of ice, his sunglasses, and his fucking phone in his hand. The fuck is he doing? The trunk's open. He didn't even grab anything out of the fucking trunk in the video, man. You guys gotta watch the video. And imagine, dude, a Bald Nazi edition, WWE 2K26, man, with fucking Paul on the cover of it. This guy's a narc. What's wrong with this fucking
He's a
guy,
narc,
man?
dude.
This guy's ridiculous, dude. So there was that. And then we have the Vision. They're out here for the face-to-face with Braun Breaker and Adam Pearce. Paul Heyman is out there yapping and yapping and yapping.
Yeah, dude, he does this every time he talks about the Vision. He goes from each member, individual
Oh,
to individual, says all their nicknames, says like all their big accolades from each one to each one every single time, dude. This is the man that beat Roman Reigns at blah blah blah. He is the tsunami. He is the tribal. And for every single person, dude. It is the most. Did you see what he called Austin Theory too?
he called him the Pressure.
What? What is the pressure? Is the pressure on Triple H to book a good show? Maybe you call Triple H the pressure. What?
Yeah,
What?
Triple H has
And
got
dude,
some pressure on him to finally start booking Austin Theory good after everybody wanted to see him come back.
dude, this segment, dude, they're all standing there in their street clothes, dude. Then you just have Austin Theory
Yeah,
standing there in full gear. That looked horrible,
It's
dude.
it
What
gives
is
like such predictable like you see
Oh
this dude
man,
yeah, like there's gonna be a match because I'm sitting there like, oh, I wonder how this is gonna end. You just have three dudes sitting here in street clothes, one dude in a suit, and the other guy's just full fucking gear, and a match hadn't even been made yet. So was he just gonna was he just standing in full gear for no reason? Like
oh fuck of it. Like, what? All right, Pac, what are you doing?
literally, bro. So do you remember that one sound that like people would use all the time for Roman Reigns? Or it was like Paul Heyman giving Roman Reigns like the most godly introduction ever. He was calling you remember that clip? It was like, the goat of all goats, the tribal chief. When they say at the end of the match, and still, you know, how many times did Paul Heyman do that? How many times did he give that godly rundown? I could probably put it on one hand. How many times he did that?
Exactly.
How many times does he come out every week,
Mm-hmm.
banter with the fucking crowd about nothing, and then proceed to say the same fucking thing about every single member of the. This is Braun Breaker, the badass, the unpredictable badass, the fucking this and that. This is Bronson Reed. He's the master of the tsunami. He got a win over the tribal chief, which makes him the tribal thief. Bro, Heyman is so robotic with the Vision. I don't know how. I don't know how. I don't know how he took such a fall from grace from what he used to do with the Bloodline. With the Bloodline, it was almost never like that repetitive to the point where he said literally verbatim the exact same thing every week. This is terrible.
Horrible. This group sucks, dude. They fucking suck and they blow. This group is horrible.
By the time Adam Pearce came out, bro, the way he immediately got to the point, it made me feel like even Adam Pearce felt like Paul Heyman was fucking yapping. And what is with
Oh
these
yeah,
two flirting with each other? I mean, he went from
it's a,
Kiana James to Paul Heyman.
not a downgrade. Like, goddamn, bro, you ain't got nobody else. You could be the assistant. Come on, bro.
Good God. Adam Pearce comes out. Braun goes to get in his face. Vision's holding him back.
Dude,
Pierce.
speaking of them holding him back, did you see the way fucking Reed was holding him back, dude? That shit was killing me.
I feel wasn't he just like had his hand on his shoulder or something?
He had his hands around his arm like he was his fucking girlfriend holding him back. That shit was hilarious. You gotta fucking go back and see how they did. That shit had me dying. Those two are hilarious.
Yeah, that is funny, bro. So Adam Pearce says things got way out of hand, and it's because I put my hands on you first, and I apologize. He says he's lifting Braun's suspension, and he is putting him in the Rumble, and he's already filled out the paperwork. The paperwork. What's with Adam Pearce and paperwork? Why don't you just fax shit over? Why are you doing paperwork in 2025? What's with all this paperwork?
So by logic, the Rumble's full, and you got to do paperwork to get people in there. But like for its whole existence, you have people just show up the same night of Rumble and just walk in there. Like, dude, what are you trying? Why are you portraying Rumble as like the most organized event in history? The whole point is that it's unorganized and unpredictable.
They portray WWE. They have Adam Pearce portray WWE like it's some office job. Every week, this guy's talking about fucking paperwork.
And he's gotta fucking call this person to get this match done. Bro, what?
You're the general man. No, and two, your fucking boss, the bald Nazi. He's in the arena. Like technically, the higher up is there, unless he's fucking hanging out in the White House again.
Exactly, unless he's at the Tony Hinchcliffe show fucking abandoning Raw that week again. Unless it's that, he's at the fucking show. Like, what are you doing?
Man. I mean, no other general manager talked about paperwork this much. This guy's talking about paperwork every fucking week.
Every week, just paperwork this, paperwork that. Like, goddamn.
I gotta get the paperwork filled out for that, but we should be good to go. Oh, okay.
All right.
So, he says he's putting Braun in the Rumble. He asks Paul Heyman if he needs anything else. Paul Heyman says to him, good deal. Pearce says, you know, Heyman, you're such a good negotiator. Logan Paul, you're in the Rumble too. Bronson Reed, so are you. Austin Theory, so are you. The entire Vision is in the Royal Rumble. He then makes official Austin Theory versus Rey Mysterio next. Great. Just what I wanted to fucking see.
That's what I want to watch, man. Rey Mysterio coming out with his Mexican friends, because that's all Triple H does. Face Austin Theory and wannabe Death Riders. Come on, bro.
Jeez. Austin Theory beat Rey Mysterio with a stomp. Rey Mysterio and his Mexican buddies, because, you know, good old Triple H, he's just got to have all the Mexican guys team together. In this case, all the luchadors team together. The Mexican guys try to help Rey Mysterio. These two Mexican guys this week happen to be Penta and Dragon Lee again. And afterwards, the Vision, they attack them.
man. And due to Adam Pierce being scared, man, he can't have him or security interfere on Vision beatdowns now.
Yeah.
Good
I
lord, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I see. I heard Michael Cole asking, "Where's Pierce?" And I guess Pierce is now scared of the
Dude,
Vision. I guess.
one part of this that was so bad for commentary. Vision's doing their beatdown, fucking commentary's doing the whole thing of how horrible this is, and they
Right.
need to get security out here or whatnot.
Mhm.
Is Michael Cole's in the middle of saying how bad this is and how bad they need security. The second fucking Reed jumps for the tsunami in the middle of shitting, on their actions, he just goes, this is horrible. Then, oh, tsunami, as if it's in the match. It just continues afterwards to just talk like how horrible this is. But he gave the most hyped tsunami call in the world. It was so bad, dude. This is horrible. Like, you're telling me Roman Reigns and the Bloodline, with all their connections, had their, beatdown stopped by security and management, but for some reason the Vision can't because of mystery backstage man? It makes no sense.
Terrible, terrible, bro. And the next thing, the Vision did, it was actually to me one of the this was the only thing the Vision did on this night that I actually liked.
Actually,
So they're sitting in the back, and this was the segment before the main event. And Logan, they're all talking about, what are we going to do for the Royal Rumble? And Logan stands up and he says, "There's 4 of us in the Royal Rumble. That means we have an advantage. And that means we have a way to make sure one of us wins the Rumble. We just need to find out, we need to come up with a plan on who it is." He says, "I say it should be Braun Breaker. We should make sure Braun Breaker wins the Royal Rumble." Bronson, being his boy, he says, "I agree." Austin Theory's bald ass, he's sitting there on the couch and he says, "I agree." So it looks like the Vision are, and then Logan Paul says, "Yes, that's the Vision." Yeah.
I,
Yeah, it
personally,
is.
dude,
Nice.
I hated this segment, dude,
Really?
because I didn't like hate what they did. I hate the tone that Logan Paul had. He had the most like he acted like this was the most like genius idea
He
he's
really
ever had.
did.
He's like going through it. He's like, we're all in the Vision and we're all in the Rumble. So, genius, that means we can make sure one of us wins the Rumble. Yeah, no shit, dumbass. That's the point of your group being in the Rumble with. It was like the most like no shit, like speech ever. And I did like the part where they all actually agreed on the person. And there wasn't like no fucking Judgment Day shit where they're fucking all wanting themselves very
Yeah.
obviously to each other and shit. But like, Logan, no shit. Like, why are you acting like this is some genius level shit? I hate the Vision, dude. I can't stand this group.
It is. I get where I do get where you're coming from. Logan Paul, yes, he definitely had a demeanor about it, like this was like the most genius thing that fucking has ever been created in mankind. However, I do appreciate them telling the audience that, being that, this is the go home show to the Royal Rumble, so I do appreciate them letting you know, I guess, what to expect. You know what I mean? So, you know, if just in case, like, imagine they didn't say anything about this, and then come Royal Rumble, they're all just trying to help Braun Breaker win without any kind of dialogue, and then to the viewer, it kind of makes it just look like, why are you doing this? So I appreciate that they gave some sort of background or some sort of reasoning as to why they were going to do this. And yeah, I mean, they do have an advantage, so I think it's um I think I think maybe you could have probably took Austin Theory out of there just to not make meaningless spots, but that's just me. But regardless, nonetheless, man, I think that I think what they did here was good, and like I did like how all the members agreed that it should be Braun Breaker, and I'm very interested to see how this comes off. So, yeah.
I am.
So we have a segment from Natalia. We have a segment from Natalia. Okay. Natalia says once she's done with Maxine Dupree after Maxine failed her, she's coming for it all. And then plays a little video of Becky Lynch. So I'm assuming that means the IC Championship. Natalia then says, Natalia elevates, Natty decimates. And
Dude, this is
please
exactly what I
go.
was expecting.
Well, please indulge the audience while I put my hoodie on, as the cold time has come.
It is cold because he's putting his hoodie on because that line was so cold, man. I mean, that shit was flames, man. Um, it's horrible, dude. It's exactly what I expected from Natalia, the most cringiest shit in the world. And you know what? In a way, it didn't disappoint. You know? So this is what we're gonna get. She's gonna be floating around the mid card doing this whole fucking natty decimates thing. And yeah, can AJ Lee return already? Can we just get the ball rolling with her and Becky? Because at this point, I feel like we're not gonna get it till like fucking Elimination Chamber time, and that's the bad part.
Knowing Triple H probably. Um, yeah, this was terrible. I don't. Does anybody care about seeing Natty? Okay, this evil
No,
version of Natalia. No. Okay, that line was ass. I'm sorry. You're not decimating anything. WWE's decimated your creative, and Natalia's kind of decimated her own character. Man, I just don't believe that she's some killer. I don't.
no, I really don't.
It's just not believable. Um,
No,
when me and my buddies used to play wrestlers, okay, when we used to wrestle each other when we were kids, and we would fucking act like one of my buddies was The Undertaker, one of my buddies was Rey Mysterio, my other buddy was Shawn Michaels, and I was John Cena. I think people could have believed more then that I was legitimately John Cena than I believe that Natalia is a professional wrestler. Okay?
it was the coldest line ever, bro. Natalia elevates, Natty decimates. You get it?
Get that shit out of here. That is terrible.
But
That is
but
terrible.
I think it's fire. I think it's absolutely fire. I can't wait to see more of it. Actually,
Oh god.
I actually can't wait to see fucking Becky eviscerate her on the fucking.
Dude, she's gonna Natalia
She's
can't
gonna
talk for
murder her.
nothing, bro. She's
So
literally she's gonna clobber. It's going to be a murder, bro. It really is. It's a
smooth, bro.
murder, bro.
Speaking of smooth, man, he's been trending on Twitter with like old clips of just whatever he was playing. That shit kills me every time, man. Him playing any video game, it's
Chris
fucking
Move is the goat.
hilarious.
Chris Move is the goat. He's got him lean.
Bro's playing fucking Vice City to my I got him leaning. Fucking shit killing me.
He said, dude, I remember watching him play GTA before,
He's
and he like juked out a cop car, and he was like, "Oh, he's lean," and I was like, "Bro, this fucking guy is the best, bro.
he
This guy's
really
dead
is,
ass the
dude.
goat."
He fucking got away from the cops talking about that's the cheese.
Bro.
Come on.
So after this, Becky Lynch announces she's in the Royal Rumble, and then has a weird ass face off with Kairi Sane and Asuka, where Kairi's like playing a translator, even though A, Asuka knows English, and B, she's standing right next to Becky Lynch. This was fucking awful. What the fuck is this? This is terrible.
Oh, dude. Like, what is this shit, dude? What is this? What is going on here?
Bunch of fucking tomfoolery. So, after this, we get a fatal four-way match which sees Alpha Academy defeat the New Day, Rayo and Mayo of the Condiments, and the Creed brothers. As Akira Tozawa pinned Julius
Great pin.
Creed clean as a
Straight.
whistle.
Did a single senton and beat him.
Oh my god. All I could think to myself during this was, Sir Kate, remember when me and you were mad hype for the Creed brothers to get called up? What
They
the
were mad,
fuck, man?
Now they do
Honestly.
nothing. They are literally tag team jobbers for no reason.
Absolutely ridiculous, dude. Absolutely ridiculous, man. The Alpha Academy are going on to face the New Day and are the number one contenders. Who cares? This is nothing but stupid shit to get us by week to week television until they find out what they want to do with the New Day for WrestleMania, which at this point I have absolutely no idea what that could even be close to being.
I have no clue what they're doing with those titles, man. I have literally Usos could face genuinely anybody at this point. I don't know
Yes.
or care.
We get an Obafemi vignette, but this is not your typical Obafemi vignette. It is, but then at the end of it, we see a Royal Rumble logo, which, is pretty obvious that Obafemi is declaring for the Royal Rumble. Sir Kay, can they keep any Royal Rumble, like, genuine cool surprises these days? Can they? Or do they have to announce everybody?
Literally, one of their ads for Royal Rumble is literally showing every contestant so far in the match.
What?
Are y'all stupid? Are y'all that dumb? Do y'all not get the whole point to this fucking thing? You all dumb fuck. Do you not get it?
No,
Horrible.
I don't think he does. This is something that Vince implemented that everybody hated. There was a point in time where like Vince was doing like number one contender matches to be number 30 in the Royal Rumble. He was like announcing shit about the Rumble, announcing all these returns and all this stuff. This guy is gonna, be making his return at the Royal Rumble. Dude, like I'm glad that they've I'm glad that they've kept guys like LA Knight a secret for the Royal Rumble. But even at that, we see these leaked pictures of like a giant sign or like even Roman Reigns. Like, why didn't you just not say anything? You know what I mean? It's like what they did with Cody Rhodes a couple years ago when he was coming back from injury. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, Cody Rhodes is coming back. They did the same thing last year with Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair is going to be in the Royal Rumble. Now Obafemi is going to be in the Royal Rumble. Bro, do you all not understand one of the funnest parts about the Royal Rumble is keeping things a secret? Like, it's the idea that nobody knows who's going to declare for the Royal Rumble. Now, if you have a week-to-week guy on television like like a Braun Breaker or like like a Cody Rhodes, and they come out there and say, I'm declaring for the Royal Rumble, that's different. But, bro, Roman Reigns, been off television. Obafemi, been off television since he relinquished the NXT championship. You know what I mean? I mean, what the fuck? Do y'all not understand the greatness behind the secrecy of the Royal Rumble? Do we not?
They don't get it. They genuinely just don't get it.
That's like what Vince was doing with the Elimination Chamber. Oh, we're going to do a gauntlet match to see who comes out last. Oh, thanks. A way to ruin the randomization of the lights going around the pods. Nice.
Yep. Makes it completely purposeless.
The fuck, man. Fucking God. Obafemi declares for the Royal Rumble. Thanks. That could have been a dope ass surprise, Paul.
Yep.
You fucking goof. Gunther. Gunther is a sit-down interview with Michael Cole. Gunther says he has nothing to gain by beating AJ Styles. But then he realized he had something phenomenal to gain by taking his career. I don't think so. I think that's going to Will Ospreay, bro. Sorry. You may
You're
be
taking the WWE
I
career,
was
my
gonna say
boy.
you may be the career killer in WWE, but you're not killing careers, bro. I'm sorry. They all can't go to
No,
you, bro.
bro. They can't. And this one ain't.
So Michael Cole asked Gunther why he would rob the fans of great moments for AJ in 2026. Gunther says he's sick of these old timers sticking around chasing their one moment. He says those moments belong to him, not the old timers. He says he's not interested in taking the moments that he's not interested in AJ taking moments that belong to him. He says, Michael Cole, as a matter of fact, you are an old timer. How long do you plan to stick around and chase another moment? He says he can kick Michael Cole's chair out and end his career right now. But he wants to hear him say he wants to hear him on call for AJ's match, and he wants to hear him say the career of AJ Styles is over. I think we got to wait till All in London for that one, bro. It was a dope segment nonetheless. Gunther is I love his just smug, just prick like attitude, man. It's really the best. But yeah, it was cool to see. And it was a good sit down.
It was good. I like the banter between these two. I love the smug shit from Gunther. And overall I like it, man. And hate to break it to Cole. He's not gonna be the one to say that, AJ retires. It is gonna be the two goats. And Tony Schiavone and Excalibur saying that.
That's just diabolical, isn't it?
The career! Wild thing.
The career of CJ Styles is over.
The career of AJ Styles is come to an end. I can't wait.
Excalibur,
it's gonna be
man. The career of AJ Lee is over.
Let me tell you.
Oh man. And then Tony Schiavone's gonna be like, "Is it really?" Like, no, Tony.
Oh my God.
No, it's not.
It really does always do that shit.
Oh my God. It can't be.
God, really?
His whole career? Is that what you mean? Yeah, Tony. Career. Yeah. It's what I mean.
I love. They're so bad. It's hilarious.
Javon Evans and AJ Styles. The human highlight reel. Javon Evans. He walks up. Man, they're doing a lot with Javon Evans, man. I must say, man, dude, he's really on pace, man. That 15-year drought to a world championship is it's going great.
It's going great. 15 years, man. Feels like it.
He walks up to AJ. He says he hopes he gets to see AJ on his farewell tour. AJ says, bet. That means let's do it. That shit killed me. I'm not gonna lie. When AJ said,
was really funny.
AJ 50-year-old AJ Styles trying to fucking talk to 21-year-old Javon Evans. That is just absolutely hilarious work, bro. Because
that was real.
I laughed when AJ said bet, and then I also laughed when he's like, that means let's do it. I'm like, this fucking guy.
Fucking old ass man, dude. That's hilarious. And unfortunately, he's dead ass just straight lying.
Literally, bro.
Yeah, bro, I'm gonna face you, man. I'm gonna face you. I'm gonna be here. I got you. I'm gonna face you. And he just fucking leaves for AEW, bro. That's gonna be diabolical work.
Man, it's gonna be very diabolical. Very.
It is.
AJ Styles comes out, CM Punk comes out for his match against AJ Styles. They let AJ come out last, which I thought was interesting.
That was really dope.
And CM Punk wore the jacket that he wore against John Cena in the last match he ever wrestled against John Cena. Now he's wearing that Chicago flag jacket for maybe the last time he ever faces AJ Styles. I thought that was an interesting kind of little Easter egg, if anybody noticed it.
I think so.
So, CM Punk, CM Punk and AJ Styles. Hey man, what do you know, bro? These guys had a very great showing against each other. I thought, yeah, I mean, again, this is why I wanted to see that. I would, like, hypothetically, if AJ was sticking around to WrestleMania, bro, I probably would have put this on at WrestleMania, to be honest, to give AJ that one final world title reign. But I don't think he's going to. I don't think he's. I don't think he's getting that one last world title reign. So I guess that would mean his title reign in what, 2018? Was that the last time he held the WWE Championship? At the last, was the last time, and we didn't even know it.
Yeah, no clue, man. It's crazy, man. And I think he is going to get one more title, and then go be WWE.
Yes. So, AJ Styles hit a Styles Clash for a very close near fall on CM Punk. He then went for another Styles Clash. CM Punk went to counter it and get him in position for the GTS. And as he had him in fireman's carry position, it was met with an attack from Finn Balor. Of course, the advertised match gets interrupted.
And
The advertised match that
worry,
everybody wants to see, WWE is too scared to beat one guy or the other.
LOL DQ finish.
My God. Finn Balor attacks AJ Styles. He attacks CM Punk by giving CM Punk 3 coup de grace. And I know exactly where this is going. Because the first match, at least I think I know exactly where this is going, because the first match was in Belfast, Ireland. That was Finn Balor's home turf. CM Punk is coming up on a show on the road to WrestleMania that takes place on his home turf, that being Elimination Chamber, Chicago. That is going to be an undercard match on Elimination Chamber, as Finn Balor is going to try to get the World Championship because now he's upset because they told him the Royal Rumble was too full. Again, the first one was a home game for Finn. The next one is going to be a home game for CM Punk. I think this is nothing more than them setting up something to coast CM Punk through finding out who his challenger is at Elimination Chamber, because I have a feeling, at least also too, that makes me think, Punk maybe will have to wait to Chamber to figure out who he's facing at WrestleMania. So maybe the winner of the Royal Rumble goes for the WWE Championship. Which makes me think it could be Fatu or Cody or Roman. Because if Braun wins the Royal Rumble, then, I don't know if WWE is going to want to make Elimination Chamber that blatantly predictable, because, again, then we kind of know, I mean, you literally done threw it out the window. Obviously everybody knows we're not getting Braun Breaker versus Finn Balor at WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight Championship. So if Braun Breaker ends up winning the Chamber, then, CM Punk kind of, it would just make more sense to, I guess, wait for Punk's challenger at Chamber, than to crown Punk's challenger at the Rumble. But that's what I'm thinking. I think this was nothing more than a setup to Elimination Chamber, and this is going to be something on the undercard. It's going to be Balor versus Punk too.
Most definitely, and Braun's going to be in the chamber, and probably Dom's going to be in the chamber, and they're going to be like, well, if Dom wins the chamber and Finn wins the title, that's going to be Judgment Day stuff. So they're going to, do all that and set all that up. So yeah, that's kind of the path I see at this point.
That was what I thought of too, man. And what do you know? AJ Styles and CM Punk for the last time. They did that for they have a thing for doing that with CM Punk. Every time CM Punk's facing somebody that somebody wants to see, and it could be their last time they ever face in the ring together, they run a fucking interference. Like they did last year with John Cena. They did Cena and Punk, and the match was going great. And then Rollins' music hit, and everything went to shit because then it was just cameo fest. Terrible. Absolutely fucking terrible, man. And they did the same thing with AJ Styles here. What do you know? LOL, they run a fucking interference. Wonderful. Nice job, Paul.
Good. Oh, good lord, dude. Romania is going to be horrible. This is going to be so bad.
Yes. With that being said, that is actually everything for Monday Night Raw. Actually, I did forget to mention, too, they played like a Roman Reigns vignette that declared him for the Royal Rumble. He couldn't even show up and do like a via satellite promo or nothing. They dead ass just showed a bunch of clips of him. They showed like just a bunch of like a highlight reel, and then just dropped a Roman Reigns declares for the Royal Rumble image. Nice. Very creative, WWE. You couldn't have at least asked him to film a video? Nothing?
Something, bro.
Nothing. So that's that. Yeah, that's that, man, and that is everything. That is everything we got for today here on NHP Unscripted, man. This has been episode 284. And with that, it has been always a pleasure for my Johnny.
And I, Sir K.
And that is going to do it, like I said, for this edition of NHP Unscripted. Thank you guys to everybody who joined us in the replay and everybody who joined us in the live chat. We got my brother Gotti, manager Logan, and we got the homie Nort. Thank you guys so very much for joining us here today for another edition of NHP Unscripted. And with that, please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you all on Friday with the news and the Royal Rumble 2026 predictions.